all this hate and vitriol. Even if you think that I'm lying, you still couldn't look me in the eye and tell me that you think on social media there's been a fair representation. You cannot tell me that you think that this has been fair.
Fans always believed Amber falsely accused Johnny Depp for domestic violence and tarnished his reputation. But now Amber too agreed why she blamed Johnny for fake domestic violence.
I know how many people will come out and say whatever for him. That's his power. That's why I wrote the op-ed. I was speaking to that phenomenon. How many people will come out in support of him and will fall to his power? I have seen people do this time and time again. That's why I wrote the op-ed.
Amber Heard testified in a Virginia courtroom about her experiences and her relationship with Johnny Depp, her ex-husband, who is suing Heard for $50 million in a defamation suit. "I struggle to find the words to describe how painful this is," Heard said when her attorney asked how she felt about the case. "It's been a nightmare for me to sit here for weeks and relive everything." Heard detailed years of alleged abuse at the hands of Depp over the course of more than 2 hours. In his lengthy testimony in the case at the Fairfax County Circuit Court, Depp denied committing violence against Heard. In court, Heard described meeting Depp for the first time when she was 22, saying that they had a mutual electricity despite both being in other long-term committed relationships. According to Heard, they fell in love after they had both separated from their partners. She described the early stages of their relationship as a whirlwind romance.
It felt like there was an electricity to the room.
"I felt like the most beautiful person when I was around Johnny. Made me feel like $1 million, she said.
When I was around Johnny, I felt like the most beautiful person in the whole world. You know, it made me feel seen, made me feel like $1 million.
However, as her testimony progressed, Heard, now 36, accused Depp of psychological and physical violence, which was frequently triggered by excessive drinking and drug use. The abuse began with demeaning name-calling, accusations of infidelity, constant belittling, and violent outbursts that included smashing glass and punching walls, she claimed. He'd frequently punch a wall near her face, she said. Heard claims Depp hit her the first time she asked him about a muddle tattoo on his arm that reads "Wino." "I just laughed, thinking he was joking, and he slapped me across the face with it," she informed the jury. Then she remembered laughing again because "I didn't know what was going on." After all, she didn't know how to respond.
He said it says "Wino," slapped me across the face. And I laughed. I laughed because I didn't know what else to do. I thought, this must be a joke.
According to Heard, he slapped her 2 more times. "You'd think you'd get a response, but as a woman, I'd never been hit like that. I'm an adult sitting next to the man I love, and he slapped me for no apparent reason," she stated. Heard said Depp begged for forgiveness immediately after the incident and promised never to harm her again, and she forgave him within days. However, she testified that this started an ongoing pattern of abuse. Heard's attorney showed the jury a photograph of her bruised arm. She mentioned Depp grabbed my arm and yelled at me while holding me on the floor. "I'm not sure how many times he punched me in the face." Heard claimed she learned to recognize differences in Depp's behavior based on his drugs at the time. Johnny on speed is not the same as Johnny on opiates. Johnny on opiates is not the same as Johnny on Adderall and cocaine, who is not the same as Johnny on Quaaludes. Why does Amber Heard make false accusations? Amber Heard said that Laura Wasser had proposed that she needed to, not proposed. She was sorry and said that she would have to leave. She had to be kicked out. She had to be evicted. So Rock, Josh, and everybody were evicted in 21 days. On that, Depp stated that the last time he spoke to Heard, he told her that she would be fine. She could stay there for 3-4 months. Whatever. He asked her to figure it out. After that, she'll be comfy and she can stay there. Now, Amber says she thought that too, but they told her 21 days. Further, she admits that she accused him of doing so. Fans' reaction. One user stated that they were unsure what the context was. She just said, "I accused you of doing that. What exactly is that? If we only have this one snippet to work with, it's a good thing they didn't use it, because otherwise we'd have nothing." Another stated that it does indicate that she is vengeful. She will accuse you of doing things because she is unhappy with the results. You don't accuse people because you don't get your way, and it shouldn't be a factor in deciding whether or not to accuse someone. One more user said, "What can be said about someone who had it all and threw it away? He appears to have tried to make it work for as long as possible. I guess he loves her regardless. However, the bottle throwing was the final straw. She could have hit him in the head off. I'm sure he'd heard about the never-ending line of men and women visiting at night. Finally, people commented to her that she's a truly evil woman. She expected him to look after everyone while she threw any Tom, Dick, Harry, Elon, and James she brought home. Do you think the reason was justified? Share your views in the comment section below. And for more gossip like this, stay tuned and subscribe.